What about word counts? That's the topic I'm addressing today in The Right Question. I'm Daphne Gray Grant, the publication coach, still in pandemic mode. I have a question from Emma Hansen, a writer based in Columbus, North Dakota. Here's what she's asked by email. I'm working on a writing assignment and I haven't been given a page count. What would you do in such a situation? And how important is it to hit a specific number of words? Thanks for the great questions, Emma. You didn't give me any details about the nature of your writing assignment, but I wonder if perhaps you're a university student. I've been struck many times by how often universities insist on talking about page counts, when really that's an idiotic and imprecise measure. Word count per page is of course going to vary depending upon the size of the type, the size of the margins, and the amount of space between lines. I know that a single page can be somewhere between 250 and 375 words. That might not sound like a big difference, but multiply it by 100 pages and that works out to 12,500 words. So here is my number one tip to university students everywhere. Always count words rather than number of pages. And in fact, you don't have to do the counting yourself. If you use MS Word, the software will do it for you right at the bottom of every screen. So I'm pleading with your professors to give you your assignments in word counts rather than page numbers. But if they don't, just do the multiplication yourself. Writing will be easier that way. Now, if they won't give you any idea about the sort of length they're requesting, they're doing you no favors. If, for example, you were asked to write a paper about Shakespeare, you could do a 250-word encyclopedia entry, or you could write a 2,500-word essay about one of his plays or sonnets, or you could do a 25,000-word thesis, or you could even write a 250,000-word book. Which does your professor want? As a first step, if the professor doesn't volunteer the information, be sure to ask. And if they still won't answer, try suggesting a number yourself and see how they react. And if they won't respond to that kind of entreaty, then I suggest you give yourself some sort of goal so you can frame the amount of research you need to do. Don't ever write without some sort of word count goal in mind, because otherwise, how will you know when to stop? Now, while we're talking about word counts, let me give a few numbers for people who might be writing books. The standard expected length for a novel or nonfiction book is about 70,000 words. Sci-fi or fantasy writers, however, can go up to about 100,000 words. If you're a person who's writing blogs, each entry should be a minimum of 300 words, and you can easily go up to 750 to 950 words. There is some evidence that really long blog posts get more traction and are more widely shared, so consider the occasional post of up to 2,500 words. I don't want to encourage you to obsess on word count, Emma, but it is an important issue and I encourage you to pay some serious attention to it. Finally, let me wrap up with a quote from the English novelist and dramatist Henry Fielding. A newspaper consists of just the same number of words, whether there be any news in it or not. Emma, I hope the Fielding quote illustrates the entirely arbitrary nature of word counts. The issue is not so much what suits the content, but what suits the publication vehicle. If you're writing for school, you need to please your professors. If you're writing for the real world, you need to please your clients, publishers, or readers. If you'd like to learn more about how to make your writing a happier, more rewarding process, check out my latest book, Your Happy First Draft. It's not available in bookstores or on Amazon. The only place you can get it is my website, linked below and in the show notes.